Welcome to GenAI Insight Hub channel. Let's deep dive.
Sounds good.
Today, we're going to be tackling this research paper
Okay.
that's asking a really interesting question, I think.
Yeah.
Can we create AI that can make really smart decisions? Not just simple calculations,
Right.
but real strategic thinking,
Yeah.
like a seasoned expert.
That's precisely what the researchers are exploring in this paper titled PlanRAG, a plan then retrieval augmented generation for generative large language models as decision makers.
PlanRAG.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, that sounds a little intimidating.
Yeah.
Can you break it down for me?
Sure.
What's the core idea here?
Imagine you're facing a complex decision. You wouldn't just jump into the first solution that pops into your head, right?
Yeah.
You'd likely step back, gather information, and weigh your options.
Sure.
That's essentially what PlanRAG aims to do for AI.
Okay.
It's a new technique that focuses on adding a crucial planning stage
Okay.
before the AI dives into making decisions.
So it's not just about processing data.
Right.
It's about strategizing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, think of it like this.
Yeah.
Previous AI methods were great at finding information, like
Right.
a superpowered search engine. But when it came to making decisions, they often struggled because they lacked that strategic element.
Oh, I see.
PlanRAG aims to bridge that gap.
This is really making me think about how I approach decisions in my own life. I can definitely see the value of a good plan.
Yeah.
But how did the researchers test this whole decision-making AI thing?
They designed a clever benchmark
Okay.
called DQA,
Okay.
which stands for Decision Question Answering.
Okay.
To make it even more interesting, they use data from video games.
Oh, wow.
Europa Universalis V and Victoria 3.
Hold on, video games.
Yeah.
That's how they're testing AI decision-making.
It might sound surprising,
Yeah.
but these games actually simulate real-world business scenarios incredibly well. Players have to make strategic decisions about resource allocation, trade, and even warfare,
Wow.
which all have parallels in the business world.
Yeah, that's true. So the AI isn't just playing for fun.
Right.
It's learning how to make tough choices.
Exactly.
Real consequences.
Precisely.
Okay.
It's like training an AI CEO in a virtual world.
Gotcha.
DQA presents the AI with different scenarios and challenges, and then the researchers evaluate how well the AI makes decisions to achieve specific goals.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this all connects.
Yeah.
But let's get back to PlanRAG.
Okay.
How does it actually work?
So,
What makes it different from those older methods that just jumped into the data?
so think of a data schema as a blueprint
Okay.
for how information is organized.
Right.
It tells the AI what kind of data exists and how it all fits together.
Sure.
Business rules are like the guidelines
Right.
for how to use that data, what actions are allowed, what constraints exist. PlanRAG uses this schema and these rules, along with the initial question, to create a step-by-step plan of attack.
So it's like the AI is saying, okay, here's the lay of the land, here are the rules of the game,
Exactly.
and here's my goal. Now, how do I get there?
Exactly.
Right.
It's a much more methodical approach than just sifting through data hoping to stumble upon the right answer.
Right, yeah.
And this planning stage seems to make a big difference in how well the AI performs.
This is all incredibly fascinating.
Yeah,
But I have to ask, did PlanRAG actually live up to the hype?
that's a great question.
Did it actually make smarter decisions than the other methods?
That's what we'll delve into next.
Oh.
The results are quite impressive,
Right.
and reveal some intriguing insights into the potential and the limitations
Yeah.
of using AI for decision making.
I'm ready.
All right. The researchers wanted to see how PlanRAG stacked up against these existing methods, right? So they put it through its paces with this DQA benchmark.
Okay.
The results were pretty remarkable.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Okay.
Tell me, did PlanRAG actually outperform the other methods?
It did.
Really?
And by a significant margin,
Wow.
especially in one particular scenario
Okay.
from the DQA benchmark called locating.
Locating.
Yeah, remember how we talked about those video games
Yeah.
mimicking real-world scenarios?
Yeah, it's like training an AI CEO in a virtual world.
Well, in the locating scenario, the AI had to figure out the best placement for something, like where to build a new factory or distribution center to minimize costs.
So kind of like a strategic puzzle.
Yeah.
Where you have to consider all these different factors.
Exactly.
Right.
And it turns out that PlanRAG is a whiz at these kinds of puzzles.
Oh, wow.
It consistently chose better locations than the other AI methods.
Wow.
leading to more efficient outcomes in the game.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It seems like having that planning stage
Right.
gives PlanRAG a real advantage when the goal is clearly defined.
That's a great observation, and it highlights an important point about AI decision-making.
Okay.
When the problem is well-structured and the variables are clear,
Right.
AI can really excel.
So PlanRAG aced the locating challenge.
Yeah.
But what about the other scenario,
Yep.
building?
Yeah. Building proved to be a bit more challenging, even for PlanRAG.
And why was this one tougher?
Because it involves a much more complex web of interconnected factors.
Okay.
Think about expanding a factory.
Yeah.
You have to consider resource availability, production costs, market demand, existing infrastructure.
Right.
It's a multi-layered problem with a lot of moving parts.
Okay, so it's less about finding the single best spot, like locating,
Exactly.
and more about optimizing a whole system
Right.
with all these interconnected elements.
Precisely. And while PlanRAG still outperformed other methods in building,
Okay.
its accuracy wasn't quite as stellar.
Interesting.
This suggests that even with a good plan, AI can still stumble when the problem becomes really intricate and the relationships between different elements are hard to predict.
So it seems like even with these amazing advancements,
Yeah.
there's still a lot of work to be done
Right.
in teaching AI to handle really complex, interconnected systems.
It seems so.
But the fact that PlanRAG is making progress in this area is pretty exciting, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
What's fascinating is that the researchers didn't stop at just measuring PlanRAG's overall performance. They actually dug deeper to understand why it sometimes made mistakes.
Interesting.
And that's where things get really interesting.
Okay, color me intrigued. What did they find out?
They discovered that even though PlanRAG has this planning stage, it can still get tripped up by certain types of information.
Okay.
Sometimes it focuses on the wrong data points.
Okay.
Or misses crucial information altogether.
So it's like the AI gets tunnel vision,
Yeah.
focusing on one detail while missing the bigger picture.
Yes. And this points to a key limitation in current AI systems.
Oh.
They can struggle with context and relevance.
Right.
They might be great at processing data,
Yeah.
but they don't always understand the information in the same way humans do.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We humans have this ability to intuitively grasp the nuances of a situation,
Right.
to filter out the noise and focus on what's truly important.
Exactly.
It seems like that's still a big hurdle for AI.
It is, and it highlights the importance of not just developing powerful AI models, but also teaching them to think more critically and contextually.
Yeah.
It's not enough to just process data.
Right.
AI needs to understand the meaning behind the data and how it all fits together.
So are we saying that AI CEOs are still a long way off?
Well, not necessarily. This
Yeah.
research shows that AI is making remarkable progress in decision-making.
Yeah.
But it's important to remember that AI is a tool.
Right.
And like any tool, it has its strengths and limitations.
Yeah.
The key is to understand those limitations and use AI strategically to complement human judgment,
Right.
not replace it entirely.
I like that.
Yeah,
AI is a tool to augment our own decision-making abilities.
exactly.
So where do we go from here?
Yeah.
What's the next step in this whole decision-making AI journey?
That's what we'll explore in the final part of our deep dive.
Right.
We'll discuss the potential of PlanRAG and Decision QA
Okay.
and the future of AI as a decision-making partner.
We've talked about the successes of PlanRAG, especially in that locating scenario,
Right.
but also its limitations when things get more complex. So where does this leave us?
Where?
What's the big takeaway from all of this research?
I think this research is incredibly exciting
Yeah.
because it pushes the boundaries of what we thought AI could do.
Right.
It suggests that we can teach AI to think strategically,
Okay.
not just react to data, but it also highlights that we're still in the early stages of this journey.
So AI making complex decisions like a CEO
Well,
is still way off.
it's not about replacing human decision makers entirely.
Okay.
Think of it more as a collaboration.
Okay.
AI can analyze vast amounts of data, identify patterns, and suggest potential solutions
Right.
that we might not even consider.
So AI could be like a superpowered advisor,
Exactly.
helping us make more informed decisions.
Imagine having an AI that could help you weigh the pros and cons of different business strategies,
Yeah.
or even help doctors diagnose diseases more accurately.
Wow.
The possibilities are really quite vast.
That's an incredible thought.
Yeah.
AI not as a replacement, but as a powerful tool to enhance our own capabilities.
Exactly.
But we can't forget about those limitations we discussed.
Right.
What are the researchers doing to address those challenges?
That's one of the most exciting aspects of this field.
Okay.
It's constantly evolving.
Yeah.
Researchers are already exploring new ways to improve AI's ability to handle complex, interconnected systems. They're looking at ways to incorporate more common sense reasoning and contextual awareness into AI models.
So teaching AI to think more like us.
Precisely.
To understand the nuances and the bigger picture.
It's a fascinating challenge,
Yeah.
and it will likely involve drawing inspiration from how the human brain works.
Right.
We might even learn something new about ourselves in the process.
That's a fascinating thought. AI learning from us,
Yeah.
and maybe us learning from AI.
Exactly.
But as we develop these increasingly powerful AI systems,
Right.
we need to proceed thoughtfully.
Right. Absolutely. We need to ensure that AI is developed and used responsibly and ethically.
Okay.
Transparency, fairness, and accountability are crucial,
Yeah.
especially when AI is involved in making decisions that impact people's lives.
This deep dive has been an incredible journey.
It has.
We've learned about this groundbreaking research,
Yeah.
explored the possibilities of decision-making AI, and grappled with the ethical considerations.
For sure.
It's clear that the future of AI is full of potential.
Yeah.
And it's up to all of us to shape that future responsibly. Well said. As AI continues to advance, it's crucial that we engage in open discussions about its implications and work together to create a future where AI benefits all of humanity.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of decision-making AI.
Sounds good.
Huge thank you to our expert for guiding us through this fascinating research.
It is my pleasure.
And to you, our listener, we hope this exploration has sparked your curiosity about the future of AI.
Yes.
And the role it might play in your own life.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking those big questions.